So what is ethics? Ethics are the basic moral ground rules by which we live our lives. We all have it. Either we have good ethics or bad ethics. You can't be devoid of it. Of course, you can have really bad ethics, but that in and of itself is a form of ethics. It all has to do with our conscience. Our conscience is that moral self-awareness of our behavior that tells us if something is right or wrong. When we talk about business ethics, we're referring to the behavior of people in the context of business or the workplace setting. Although business ethics adheres to the general societal standards of right and wrong, the business world has its own standards and specific circumstances. In many areas, business ethics is much more rigid than your personal areas. You can't ignore the little things. In the workplace, all rules must be followed and applied evenly. For example, you may be flirtatious in your personal life, but at work, you could be guilty of harassment. You don't have the luxury of deciding which rules are worthy of following. You can show up late for dinner, but not for work. Punctuality and reliability are ethical expectations in the workplace. And you can't just borrow stuff from others. In the workplace, any kind of borrowing without permission may be considered stealing. Now, you may regularly push the boundaries in your personal life, but in the workplace, you can't. You can't just say whatever you feel like saying in the workplace. You may choose to discriminate or show favorites in your personal life, but you can't do it at work. There are countless examples like these that illustrate why it is important to take special ethical care in the workplace setting. These are protocols, standards, and rules in business that even the most ethical person needs to know about. The question is, what do we do with it, especially in the workplace? Well, despite your level of good ethics, you come to work and your employer has certain specific expectations of you, such as playing by the rules, obeying the law, being honest in your behavior and speech, to look out for the company's best interests, and to show respect for property and people. These are basic ethical expectations of your employer.